You are now entering the MuseCast.
We are rolling. Hey guys, welcome everybody.
We're not live.
We're not. Yeah, it's not live. It's not live. Episode 85. This is the pre-recording of episode 85 of the MuseCast. Thanks for tuning in. Today we've got our guest, Casey Gardner. He is a local Central Florida musician. Everybody give Casey a round of applause. Casey, you're the guitar player for several bands. Quick recap, and I'll stop talking and I'll hand it over. But quick recap. I know Casey, my son and I, this has been a little while back, but my son and I were bored one night. We had a free night. Can't remember what day of the week it was, a weekend. And I had this app called Bands in Town on my phone. And we said, let's just go find a show. Let's find a show close by. And we looked at bands in town, and then we found this band called Fields of Saturn. Was playing at a vinyl store, and the little vinyl store in Melbourne down here in Central Florida. So I said, let's go check it out. It looks like a cool show. There's a couple bands. And when I got there, we realized it was this gentleman, Casey, here. I guess it was your birthday party.
Yeah.
It
was your party.
Yeah. And so we're hanging out in the vinyl store, and the opening band was amazing. It was, they were called Yalduv, like WYA apostrophe DULVE or something.
Impossible to find online.
Like you guys would have, but y'all have been there. It'd have been cool. But so it was the guitar player. What's his name? He's Brad.
Yeah.
Brad. Yeah. Amazing guitar, two-piece guitar drum.
Oh wow. I love that.
Just no vocals, just jazzy, cool, like instrumental stuff.
Awesome.
Then they switched, and it was Casey came on with Fields of Saturn, and Brad was also guitar in Fields of Saturn.
Yeah.
And McCready, Matt, who was on the podcast a few episodes back, was the drummer for Fields of Saturn. And then the bass player, what's the bass player's name? I don't know him. Austin was the bass player. Okay. Fields of Saturn played. They were great. Then the next band played called Forfeiture, that my phone likes to call Fortitude. Something, but it's Forfeiture.
We're not that big.
And so
made it in a series vocabulary.
The lineup switched. It was McCready left, and the bass player Austin switched to the drums, right?
Yep.
And you're still on guitar. You're still the guitar player. And you have a vocalist, and you had another guitar player come on who was, I remember distinctly because he was playing a Victory Triton.
Yep.
And I was really nerding out. I had a little 212 orange cabinet with a Victory Triton amp, the little lunchbox head. That I believe is Bill Kelleher's signature amp from Mastodon. They were one of his models.
Nice.
Part of with maybe. So I totally nerded out, but was absolutely floored. And Casey was in all these bands. It was his birthday party, and Kyron and I had the best time. So I'm done talking, Casey. Tell us about you.
All right. Yeah. That was interesting because there were people doing coke in the bathroom, but nobody offered me any drugs on my birthday. You know, Like,
I'm
it's my
glad I
35th
didn't use the
birthday.
bathroom. I was just peeing outside on the window out front.
My fiance's like, I can't go to the bathroom. And I'm like, what's happening? And she's like, oh, people are doing coke in the bathroom. We can't get in there. And I was like, I wouldn't do it, but it's my birthday. You're not going to offer me any? Come
No
on.
offer. And I'm playing all this music.
Nothing.
At
Nothing.
least-
Pouring my heart and soul out for you, and you won't give me anything.
Maybe I don't want to put you on the spot. I don't want to put you on the spot, but I gotta ask because it was the most distinctive part that I remember of the show visually. And you're wearing a pink tutu.
Oh, yeah.
Skirt. Yeah. Tell me about the tutu. I love it for first of all, but tell me
It was his birthday.
It's your birthday?
He can cry
Oh,
if he
no.
wants to.
I always wear the tutu.
Oh, no. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Fields of Saturn, I wear a tutu of some sort. And in Forfeiture, I wear more like a classy skirt usually. You know?
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Every now
change
and
it
then
up.
I gotta bust out the Bucky skirt, but generally Forfeiture is the classier project.
Oh, okay. I like that you distinguish between the two. That's kind of Maynard Keenan-esque between his bands.
Yeah.
I don't know. So to answer your question, Dick, I don't really believe in gender too much. So being in Fields is another way for me to just express my disdain for following gender norms, I guess.
Okay.
I love it. It's like when we really don't talk politics on this show at all. Like it's just not something we care about. But I do remember in Florida there was a certain representative in Florida that was cracking down on a certain dress policy between the genders, and I remember that the first thing Maynard did was, okay, well, I'm playing this big Welcome to Rockville show. Looks like I'm busting out the titty suit.
Yeah.
Coming on stage. And I was just, I was like, I love it. I love it so much.
Which he's cross-dressed for decades.
Yeah.
For performances. He does any and everything that he wants to do.
He had the huge wig. He's got the fake breasts, huge wig, skin suit. And I really like the story that, the band A Perfect Circle was supposed to be a female vocalist. Billy Howardell was guitar teching for Adam Jones, and he approached Maynard with the scratch tracks for the first Perfect Circle record. And he was like, hey, Maynard, I need some help. I want to start this band. I'm looking for a female vocalist. Can you help me find one? And Maynard said, oh no, this is great. I'm singing this. Oh, don't worry about I'll wear a wig. And that's why Maynard had the long hair wig in the early Perfect Circle days, was because it was that was the joke. It was supposed to be a woman.
I totally thought when I saw Perfect Circle play before the album was released, it was opening for 9 Inch Nails, and he had long hair, and I was like, oh man, he grew his hair out. I no idea it was a wig. I was like, that's cool. The guy has long hair. I'm like, all right, my favorite, because he's like my favorite singer. So I was like,
those are some nice implants. Dang.
Dude, well, I didn't know he was like actually bald because everything was such a mystery back then. This was like 23 years ago. 24 years ago.
It was 2001. No, 2000.
Yeah.
The year 2000.
25 years ago.
Yeah,
and Tool was this mystery box of a band that I fell in love with that hadn't been on tour in forever. And then there was this band coming out called A Perfect Circle that had the singer from Tool in it. So we hadn't seen any, stuff. So I didn't know anything about him. I just knew that it was an awesome show. By the way, 9 Inch Nails was absolutely amazing that night. My buddy Graham, he just went and saw 9 Inch Nails last night. I don't know if they were in Atlanta, but he sent me some clips, and the production looks so amazing. It looks so good. I mean, he said it was like the most insanely awesome show. And again, he's not even that big of a 9 Inch Nails fan, and neither was I until I saw him live, and it changed my whole perception of him. Yeah, it was a different thing altogether.
I've seen him 4 times, and every time has been a little bit life-changing.
Right?
Man.
We saw
Tell me
them
about
twice on the Ninja Tour, and the Ninja Tour was Nine Inch Nails and Jane's Addiction. And
Oh, wow.
so I was in college. My mom came down here, and we drove down to West Palm Beach. We saw them, and then we drove up. And on the way home to Virginia, we stopped in, I think, South Carolina, and we saw them again.
Mm-hmm.
And they played two completely different sets.
Really? That's awesome.
Completely different. So like the first time we saw them, they had an upright bass on stage, and I was like, oh my god, they're gonna play the Fragile. And so they played La Mer, and they played Just Like You Imagined off the Fragile, and I was just all struck. The second show, the bass just sat on stage. They didn't use it at all. Wow. I mean, it was the same setup and everything, but I mean, like, that second show was much more Downward Spiral, much more the earlier stuff. So,
was it the same lineup? Was the person that played that stand-up bass there at the second show, and they just never touched it?
Because it was 2 or 3 days apart. You know, she came down here, we saw West Palm, and then on the way home, I think maybe 3 days apart. It was all the same people, but how much pressure did those musicians have? Like, how many songs did they have to know?
For sure.
I feel like Trent just night of was like, hey, now we're going to play these 18 songs instead. You know what I mean? Like,
which is wild, because what I saw, I've seen them twice, and both times extremely choreographed, and that the production that went behind what was happening, which he was a real pioneer. And bringing like the way that he had physical video screens that would rotate up. They were on hydraulic arms, so it felt like the stage was moving. The clips my buddy just sent, they had a center stage, and they also had the main stage. And the center stage was out in the middle of the pit. I might put those clips into this episode just so people can see it. But it looks great, sounded great. But what I was going to ask was, were the shows that you saw more low-key production value-wise, or did they, because his are so choreographed, the ones that I saw, to the album and like exact songs and what's happening, was it still a big production on those, even though he changed up the lineup like that?
The only one I saw that seemed more, I don't want to say mediocre, but more like a normal concert was when they played with Soundgarden.
Okay. God,
we
what a show, though.
With Soundgarden.
That's awesome.
Nine Inch Nails, Soundgarden. What?
He just played the visuals for the albums. You know, like during a With Teeth song, you had the With Teeth visual. You know, but the two shows that we went and saw for their farewell tour, the Ninja Tour, those were just crazy. I mean, you like sometimes fire, sometimes smoke. The visuals were. I mean, he must have prepped like 35 songs for that tour and then just rotated through them as he felt like
You must be right. And then had the choreography that was already set to go. And he was doing this before. I mean, now what we're talking about is probably like to some degree somewhat standard in that, you know, you have the whole lighting kit set up for a particular song. You queue up that software and plays it. But back when Trent was doing it,
programmed.
Yeah, now. But I mean, I feel like Trent's one of the reasons that exists as a standard now. I mean, he really is such a pioneer, innovator in the space of bringing like to be honest with you, I know it seems like a weird correlation, but he really was such a big impact on me seeing it live, that he was a spark for the concept of wanting to do these visual albums that we're doing with like our Cue the Muses project, because it was an example of how you could bring a whole thing to the table that wasn't just an audio experience.
There are whispers among the Muses of what you're both doing.
You mean you guys get up and communicate?
Norman! Those are yours! Whoa! They were hot on our trail. Things got too dangerous.
What is that mess?
Something interrupted my music listening time.
Was it your big antenna?
Are
Are you two causing noise pollution in this neighborhood?
Dobbs Dorian is who we need to perform with. Our collaboration with them is the only way to defeat her and fight back. To save creativity for humanity.
Art must continue for the survival of us all, bro.
It wasn't just audio, it was this combination, and not just cool lights. It was like everything was so artistically thought out. I mean, it was quite amazing. I feel like Tool in the last, not the last show that I saw Tool play as a standalone where they were the headliner, not at the Rockville show where they couldn't control as much. But the last show I saw Tool, I feel like they finally arrived at that same level of putting together such a choreographed, like, multimedia
visual
production experience. Because they really did something unique with this translucent curtain that wrapped around the entire stage on a multi-tiered stacked video screen thing, and then projected holograms into the translucent curtain. And then you also had the screen, so it's like they were floating. I was sober for this show. I wasn't sober for the Nine Inch Nails show, but I was sober for this show.
Loser.
And I couldn't tell. I mean, it looked 3D to me. I was like, it was crazy.
Which is crazy because Trent's been doing that for 20 years. I mean, he's had the, like...
translucent curtain on the front? Is that a thing he did? Oh, no way. Okay. Wow, I didn't catch him do that.
One of the first Nine Inch Nails live DVD things has them. And this is from, like, I don't know, like 2003, 2002. You know, it was during...
Well, was that the Fragility 2.0 tour? Because that's what the tour I saw. That was the first time I saw them was the Fragility 2.0. They had just released the 2-part Fragile disc combo, and that was the tour that they were on. But I don't remember there being a translucent curtain. I will be honest, I was tripping on mushrooms when I saw them play.
What was the tour?
And it was life-changing, and I came back and I had a whole,
what was the tour called? What was
Fragility 2.0 tour. And I actually have the live DVD of that tour. It was probably from a club. Usually they'll film a few shows and then put together the best songs from each one. And I got to see it again, and it looked very accurate to what I saw. But I remember that night, it was just so impactful. And it wasn't just that, because I went back and saw them again, and it was still just mind-blowing. So, sometimes you see performers play and you just get why they've become as successful as they are. There's something that doesn't translate through a CD that is just like, oh, wow, like... There's just a presence that just takes over the whole room when they're active. It's quite remarkable.
Fragility Fragility 1,
Coheed is
1.0
big
and
fan.
2.0. Sorry, it was 99 and
Yeah.
2000. 99 was 1.0.
Oh, okay, so mine was
2000
before. It was
2.0.
before that. Okay, that makes sense.
I gotta play fact
Coheed,
checker
totally, dude. My band recorded at the where they recorded their third album, Silent Earth.
That's so
at
cool.
Applehead Recording. We thought, long story short, the producers worked with us. We recorded a whole album there. We thought they were going to help us market it, but it didn't quite work out. But it was an amazing experience, and we got a whole album out of it, and really cool experience. And I played on one of their heads, and now I'm trying to remember whose head it was. But like they had some of their gear there in studio, so I got to run through it. It was a Marshall, but it was like a custom Marshall that had been thrown and broken and rebuilt, and then came out of it with this amazing tone that was used on the third album.
$20. It was a 2203 JCM 800. Just modded Marshall.
It could have totally been
modded Marshall 2203 JCM 800. That's the amp. That's like the one.
Could totally be. Now,
Casey,
back to your music. What kind of music?
What I want to know.
Do you play? I haven't heard anything.
I know what kind of music he plays, but also tell Ash what you play, and then tell us what kind of gear you like, because I want to talk about the guitars I see in the back there too.
So I have two completely different sets of gear, except for the amp. So the amp is the same across both bands. So I'm using PV Supreme 160. I'll just show it to you.
Go for it. Yeah, take us on a
my
tour.
messy band room here.
I love PVs. I love both of those.
So that's the Supreme 160 right there, and I'm going through a Marshall.
Nice.
Is it a 1960?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know like
stock speakers.
I don't know if you know At the Gates. Yeah, it's stock.
Okay. Yeah.
But At the Gates used this amp on Slaughter of the Soul. So I don't know. I just kind of fell in love with how sterile it was. And then I'm using these for fields.
Nice.
I have just a ton of Mustangs.
Mustang? Kurt Cobain's favorite guitar.
Yeah. Here's another one.
Love it.
Yeah, nice.
Love it.
And then all my stuff's at the Forfeiture space for Forfeiture, but I'm using the same amp and the same cab, but I'm using a humongous pedal board for Forfeiture. I'm sure you saw that, Dick. There's like
I want to talk about
pedals
that too.
on it.
It looked like it was a homemade platform. Was it? Am I remembering right? It's a wooden platform.
Yeah, I had to retire that for the tour. Actually, it was too big. We couldn't find a case to put it in.
Oh my goodness!
So I had to sell out and go buy a metal board. I'm a little sad about that, but for
you
Fields,
remind me. Go ahead.
Here's the Fields board. I'm trying to get the angle right here.
This is just the board for one band.
Phone. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
And you have a totally separate board for your other band?
Yeah.
So what do you got?
You're a gearhead.
What do you got across the board there? Because this is I want to talk about this board. I want to talk about these pedals on this board. I saw a Boss pedal was up top left. What's that green Boss?
So that's a Super Phaser PH2. Mike Enziger on Incubus has 3 of those on his board.
Yes.
He's just running them into each other. He wants to sound like an airplane. So I had to get one of those. The pink pedal's the Little Fella by Fuzz Roches. It's a fuzz pedal. That's my backup distortion. I don't have it plugged in. It's just sitting on there. And then this is my favorite thing right now. It's the Procession by Old Blood Noise Endeavors. I'm gonna just pull it off here.
Procession, as in funeral procession.
It's a reverb going into a phaser.
So it's a combo reverb phaser.
Yep. And I mean, it's just the most beautiful thing you've ever heard. It's I have two of these. I have one of these on the Forfeiture board as well.
Yep.
I got tired of dragging it, taking it apart, and for each band, it's just so good.
Yeah, awesome.
And then of course the Kurt Cobain pedal,
Yep. I see
then
an
this
old school distortion there. What's that?
This is a DS1 with a feedback loop on it. This little button down here. I love that it looks like it's been in a fire. I don't know if you can see that, but
yeah. It's charred. It's charred.
I found that at a pawn shop for $25.
The best.
And then this is a delay I found in Atomic Music in Washington, D.C. It's homemade. It's just crazy. I mean, once this knob goes all the way up, it just won't stop delaying. And it's really fun when you accidentally hit it with your toe, and then the band's just like, what's happening? And I'm just like delaying into,
it's like a never-ending delay, almost a delay sustain combo.
It does that thing. It's like shunk, 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 right? But it just like gets louder and louder and louder, and then the whole room is shaking.
Yes.
Sounds good like a good opener.
Good for changeovers. If you can leave that on and then like somehow unplug the guitar, just let it keep going, and then swap out some stuff.
The crazy thing is, it just gets louder. Like it's just louder and louder and louder.
Yeah.
And then this is my favorite distortion. It's the High Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
There's a hardcore band called Defeater, and this is their signature pedal. I don't know if you've ever heard of them.
Okay.
I haven't.
No, we'll have to look them up.
They like to play with texture. They're not just your typical two-step band. Like, the guitar has a lot of texture, and you can tell that Jake Woodruff is really creative. So this is his collaboration with Fuzz Roches. This is on and off. And then this is a drone. It's a feedback loop. And this knob controls the pitch of that loop.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What's really fun is you plug a guitar in and you turn the volume knob on your guitar, and the volume knob actually controls the pitch on the guitar. So you're like, meow, meow. I mean,
really?
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
How does it know to do that?
So it's set
How
from
does
the
it communicate?
Set from
That's
the
amazing.
input. It's got to be the line level coming into it. As the line level increases, it's signaling to change the pitch via the board.
Yeah, I don't know. And so this sets your bass pitch, right? Like it's you kind of find it with your ear. And then on the guitar, you can change the pitch just with the volume knob when it's turned on. I don't know. It's silly, but I love it. Have you guys heard of Fuzz Roches?
I have
now.
They're a New Jersey builder, and it's one guy and his family, and he builds the pedals. His wife and kids paint them.
That's great. That's great. That's the High Kevin? That's the comic book bubble High Kevin?
Yeah. And then this little fella up here is very similar. It's the High Kevin, but it has like a gate on it. So if you don't want to feedback all day long, but I kind of like the feedback. So
And so you don't have a master switcher where you can change pedals at one time, something like a Boss ES8 or something like that. You just go manual across the board with all those. Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of people do. I was just curious. You ever thought about getting a switcher so you could like simultaneously turn on and off 3 or 4 at a time?
Not really, because I mean, this is just really, so like in Fields, I really only have what's on during the whole song. Like the whole song will have chorus generally, or the whole song.
Gotcha.
Well, I mean, not Phaser. Phaser's crazy. Phaser goes on and off, but
not very musical. It's good for short verse.
So
well, that makes sense. Fields, if you're kind of riding a tone for the whole song, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, in Fields, I'm singing half the time, so half the songs are mine that I wrote the vocals for. So sometimes it's just distortion. And Forfeiture, I'm tap dancing. I mean, that's basically my whole role in Forfeiture. Besides, I kind of co-manage the band, but I'm tap dancing on all those pedals, trying to make different tones.
Mm-hmm. When you say co-manage, I'm sorry, but one quick question. When you say co-manage, do you co-manage it with another band member, or you have a manager?
With another band member. We're not that big yet. I mean,
it's like some.
You know,
it's a job. It's a job. Yeah. I mean, you have to set the goals. You got to set landmark, milestone goals, and you have to book out the shows and network and manage.
Nice that you have a partner to do it. Most bands, one person does it in the band. Mm-hmm. That's been my experience.
Mm-hmm.
I think Forfeiture is. I finally found a band where everybody has a role and everybody is equally committed, and that's
cool.
Fields has been like a fun,
and Forfeiture is a 2-piece band, right?
5 pieces.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Because we talk about it.
Forfeiture's a 5-piece.
That's amazing. Five guys all on the same page for a long duration of time. It's hard to achieve. People don't know if they've never been in a band. Yeah, that's weird. Something.
It's taken me 10 years, so to find that.
I believe it.
I mean, we had to fire a bass player. It's not like I just magically found them. We went through 4 or 5 drummers, but they're all legitimate. It's crazy.
Yeah, I hear you. That's great. That's awesome. Great.
And you guys did a tour fairly recently. We were wanting to get you on the podcast a couple months ago, but how did the tour go? I haven't really talked to you about it.
Every show that I booked went really well. The show that we booked with a promoter did not go well. I learned a lot. I learned that we didn't book it. We booked it too soon or too late. The Carolinas are crazy. I don't know if you guys know this, but
I used to live there.
All the promoters are friends, and they're all in like a group chat, and they book out months and months in advance. Florida's the Wild West. I can get a show right now for next week, probably. You know what I mean? Like it's
yeah.
So booking the Carolinas was hard. I had one guy finally be like, "Look, dude, you're not getting this venue. All the promoters are in a group chat together. We've all been texting about it. There's no opening for you." And I was like, "Oh wow, okay, you guys are organized."
Yeah,
that sounds like organized in a bad way though. Like I like Florida's method a little more personally. Just like word of mouth, set it up, hook it up, and let's grip it and rip it, man.
Yeah, that's not the experience that we had going through the Carolinas and Virginia. Everyone was like, "Man, you should have started 6 months ago," and we started booking 4 months out. So now I know I gotta start at least
4 months
out.
4 months is pretty good. I gotta say,
so.
6 months ahead for I mean, it's not like you're performing at stadiums or large. I would assume not 2,000 seat theaters and stuff like that. Like I get booking that far in advance for that, but if it's bars, in different clubs, I would think 4 months is plenty of time. That is surprising. Yeah,
I would think with local clubs, there should be openings within 2 to 3 months, typically. But
and bands drop off all the time.
Yeah.
I was going that route. I was trying to, open a show, pick up a show that had already been set up.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to really do that. Every show that we played was something that we put together. We booked. We paid $20 on Facebook to every show to promote. That helped a lot.
When you say you paid, who did you pay? How does that work where you're paying for promotion? You paid the club directly to run your ads, or there's a team?
No, I just purchased the ads on Facebook myself.
Oh, I see.
So
Gotcha.
was it just like a sponsored ad for the event page?
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Okay.
I found that if you put a post up on your page and then sponsor the ad through the post you've already established, that seems to do a lot better.
Does it?
Wow. So rather than establishing a sponsored post to pay for and creating the post there and projecting it, then you take a post that's already out there. Then run it
So
through.
I like some of the best posts were like, hey, we just added this band, and that was on the Forfeiture page, right? And then I clicked sponsored, and when you click that, there's a button that says, do you want to link one of your events to this? So I would just link the event, and so it would take that post, advertise just that post, but link the event. So when you click on that post, it goes to the event.
Nice.
And those seem to do better than when you're just like sponsoring the event. People tend to ignore that, but when it's something more conversational, like
I gotcha.
people were clicking on those more.
Nice.
Okay. Kind of a social platform. It makes sense. I mean, it's kind of, sometimes it's random what gets the attention and what doesn't. And it's, we talk about that a lot. There's a constantly evolving algorithm with Facebook, Instagram, whatever the social media platform is, and how to boost the views of that. Like Instagram has kind of a generic, outline that really works. And I had a conversation with another local Brevard guy, totally random story, side tangent, but a local Tallahassee musician friend of mine named Michael Nix, who's been on the podcast. He's in a metal band called This Dying Breed. And he messaged me and said, hey, he has a Crank Rev 1 head, Revolution head. And he messaged me, he said, hey dude, there's a guy, how far away are you from Cocoa? Because there's a guy in Cocoa selling a matching Crank 412 cabinet for my Rev, the Revolution 412 cab. I was like, bro, I live in Cocoa. Where's he at? I'll go check it out. And he ended up being this guy, John, vocalist for a band called Defiled. Two-step hardcore band called Defiled. He just opened up a hardcore venue in Cocoa. Can't remember the name of it. I'll look it up.
Is that the Havoc?
Yeah, the Havoc.
Okay.
So I went to his house and I bought I didn't buy, but I checked out and I got the cab for Mike, but he had the venue in there. And shit, what were we talking about? I got totally side tangent myself and I forgot what the subject was. Where we were at.
We were talking about marketing and trying to get views and Facebook posting.
That's right. While I was there, I was talking to him and he was telling me how he has success boosting these Instagram posts about the band. He said he's getting like thousands of likes and interactions. And he was telling me like I just find whoever's doing really good. I screenshot their post and their setup and how they have it laid out. He said, and I just do the same thing. I just copy it. And he said so he does that with his band. So Instagram's like really particular. It's a little bit of text, photo with a song or several photos with a music laid over it, original audio or whatever. And then there's spaces and then there's certain hashtags and spaces and then other hashtags. And like, it's a particular layer. He said, for whatever reason, Instagram just likes that when you do that and it puts it to more people.
Facebook will squash anything with too much text.
Yeah, and YouTube links. It doesn't like YouTube.
Anything on any of these platforms, anything that's a link to an external site will not be promoted. They want you to be on that particular platform. Instagram to Facebook's a little different potentially because it's the same company. It's all Meta.
Yep.
But with YouTube, it's I think YouTube's just different. It works different as a social platform. People comment on videos, people post links, but I don't think it demotes the exposure that YouTube provides for anything that you put out there. It's just hard cutting through the noise on YouTube, period. But I think it's one of the more loyal showcases of content for if you build up exposure. It's not as random or throttled as Facebook, Instagram, and stuff like that. So it's like it's harder to get started on YouTube, but the payoff in the end, I feel, is like that you actually get to keep what you earn for the most part, as far as exposure, how much it'll suggest videos to other people and such. And I'm saying this not just from our personal experience as a band, but also making videos for people, clients, businesses, and stuff like that, because that's what I do for a living. And so I've gotten to do a lot of different launches with different companies and putting their videos out and seeing how it behaves. And it has most definitely changed a lot over the last, every 3 years, it seems to really shift how the algorithm likes to work stuff. And in particular, currently now, it's all about new content. So it's gotten way harder to have the longevity of it continuing to spread your stuff. It's like all about velocity. It's highly focused on velocity. How much do you get right out of the gate, which has always mattered, but I feel like currently it's more present. We've had a harder time lately getting more views on like the car films that I make. Normally there's been a lot more exposure from YouTube and supporting it for a longer duration of time. Now it's like it helps for the first week, and after that, other stuff's out and it's showing that. It's like, man, that's tough.
Everything's focusing on the Reel platform now, right? On Reels. They all have their own
Reels are definitely the thing for video on, for instance, Facebook and Instagram, and TikTok, obviously. But YouTube does push shorts, but it's not the same thing. Yeah, YouTube has shorts. You can get a lot going with shorts, but inevitably YouTube's highly focused on watch time as well. I feel like that's a metric that's just as important as the view count for YouTube. And it's just this archive base of longer running videos. So what'll happen is a lot of times, and I've experimented with this on and off, it's like sometimes it can I think it can actually fuck up your channel, because like you'll put out, let's say you're doing well with stuff that's longer form, and then you put out these shorts, and then they just, let's say they happen to not perform as well because the medium wasn't designed for it in the first place. And then because of that, then it perceives that as pushing your longer form content when you put out a full piece later less. It pushes it less. That's been my experience so far. Now that can always change. It's always a shifting sand, but I feel like YouTube might be the exception to that. And also, the last thing I'll mention about as a major metric difference for YouTube versus something like Facebook and Instagram is that you can actually make money on YouTube. It's very challenging to start making money. You can make money on Facebook and Instagram, but it's kind of a different process of getting there. The monetization model of running ads through your YouTube videos is just better for creators to start making money sooner and directly and understand what's happening and how much you can make. And because of that, it kind of handles the watch time a lot different and supports it more, because the longer it runs, the more ads it can run. And it's like kind of a whole different thing. Again, an aspect that I like a lot about YouTube versus the other platforms.
Somehow they just follow through.
I know that Neil deGrasse Tyson has made a lot of money off of my YouTube watch time.
Yeah.
Because I go to sleep listening to the Black Science Man almost every night, and it plays all night.
Is he your Morgan Freeman?
He is. He really is. And speaking of meta, just the other day, to shout out to Neil deGrasse and the Star Talk podcast, because that's my absolute favorite podcast of all podcasts outside of my own and Ash's. But they had a neuroscientist on there the other day who works for Meta. Okay, so Meta has a division. Meta is more than just Facebook and Instagram now. This is reality. Meta is in the field of scientific biological combination research. So this neuroscientist is working on platforms for a sort of AI, and this is a little scary, but a sort of AI technology to read the brain waves of human beings, to literally read your mind. There's an episode on it. Ash, I'll send you a link to that episode and we can shout out to that, because it was the gentleman I think it was a French gentleman, but that doesn't matter. But it was this process that they're talking about, that they're in the early stages of. It sounds very scary until Neil pointed out, what about people who've had a stroke, who still have the cognitive thought ability to think and interact and understand what you're saying to them, but they can't formulate words or have speech. And this technology could give them a voice, could give them their voice back, like similar to like what Stephen Hawking went through, right? But it would be a way to give these people a voice, and like the positives can outweigh the negatives. Obviously, there's negatives with reading people's minds with AI.
Yeah. I wonder how closely linked that is all to Neuralink, which is Elon Musk's one, where they're actively helping people physically move objects, play video games with their minds, probably type out stuff. And
I completely side with Neil's opinion on that, because he talked about that on a different episode, and he says that the Neuralink will instantly give you access to anything you need. But I'm good with the extra 5 seconds that it takes to find it on my phone.
Oh, well, there's that. But I mean, the physical, for paralyzed people, they're able to move robotic arms and stuff like that. That part would be kind of.
That is another one of the good areas, but we're talking. It does get scary.
Well, it's weird to get it put into your brain. I mean, but at the same token, if I was a paralyzed person or I couldn't see, I think they're even talking about being able to bring back vision. It's like, maybe I'd.
Yeah. If I didn't have the use of my legs, and you're telling me you could install an apparatus that connected to my brain and ran and connected to the neurotransmitter firings in the lower part of my body that I didn't have use for, I would probably say, you know what, go ahead, sign me up for that trial.
That's the thing. It's like, it's such a hard circumstance to be in. It'd be hard to, but it'd be better if it had been proven on, 10 million other people first. I mean,
I don't know. I'm ready for my Ghost in the Shell body. I'm ready.
Are you?
The tutu will look great if I look like the Major from Ghost in the Shell. So
there you go. You're ready to go.
Speaking of Ghost in the Shell, no spoilers, but everything we're talking about right now, the new show that's on Hulu, Alien Earth. It's in the Alien universe, Ash.
Okay. Oh, I didn't even know about it.
There's 4 episodes out. They air every Tuesday. There's 2 or 3 more episodes left in the season. I always pick one show that I'm willing to sit down and watch with Amber, and I am not disappointed. They are taking the Alien franchise to some really cool places with this show, and everything we're talking about is all in
which
there.
Network?
Hulu.
Oh, who also has
FX.
Predator?
Who also has
FX?
Yep, because Alien was a Fox. It was Fox property, right?
Okay.
So it was Predator. Yep.
Disney bought Fox, and Disney owns Hulu too.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I have Hulu.
So the Queen Alien is a Disney princess. I mean,
exactly.
Oh yeah, that's
exactly.
yeah.
So
interesting.
I forget. There was a meme the other day, a Disney princess. I can't remember what it was.
Have you guys seen the preview? I will be honest, the last Predator that came out, produced by Hulu, I thought conceptually on the trailer was going to be phenomenal because Prey.
Yeah.
I personally wasn't. I was a little. I don't know. It just didn't do it for me when watching the movie. The last Predator movie I really liked was Adrian Brody, which was Predators. Which was very good. But there's a new preview out for, yet again, a completely different way to approach a Predator movie. Have you guys seen the preview for this?
Badlands, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I think that looks pretty good. Does that look good?
Yeah. I love
really,
Prey.
Dick. Did you love Prey? Okay.
I did.
I love.
Did you watch Prey? I have to ask everybody this. Did you watch Prey in Comanche or English?
I have to think
sure.
I don't know. I assume I watched it in English.
So they shot it in Comanche and then they immediately reshot all the scenes in English.
No way.
So there's literally two versions of the same film.
Well, what's it play by default? I think I just watched it by default.
I don't know. I made sure I had it set on the Comanche because that was super interesting to me that like they found Native Americans. I
have no idea about this.
And none of the Native Americans are Comanche because Comanches, I believe, maybe, hopefully I'm not speaking out of turn, but I don't think as a tribe they exist anymore.
Yeah.
But they found Native Americans that had similar languages to Comanche, and they were able to figure out the language and literally record it that way. And that just so I went out and bought it on Blu-ray because the Blu-ray has both versions of it, and I haven't watched it yet. But I just thought that was I don't know. That's just really neat to me. From like a cinematography sort of aspect.
Yeah, as a filmmaker, you're kind of blowing my mind that they shot all the scenes twice in Comanche and not in Comanche. They didn't just dub it. It's like literally they filmed all this stuff twice.
They filmed a full
that's crazy. That's
You'll
so
have
daunting.
to go. There's a real short documentary about it on YouTube. You'll have to pull it up and just watch them talk about. And none of these Native Americans had been in any feature film yet. You know, this was like.
Well, that's the best. Okay. I mean, that's why I'd want him to talk naturally in there.
I got some info on the Comanche. So the prequel to the Predator series featured Comanche actors. So they are still a tribe.
Okay.
To make it authentic, the filmmakers worked with the Comanche advisors and even filmed a full Comanche language dub, which was a first for a major Hollywood release. The main character, Nauru, is a young Comanche woman who proves herself as a skilled hunter and a warrior. The tribe was not used in a negative sense for the movie. Rather, they were consulted and represented to give cultural accuracy and respect. And many Native American actors, including Amber Mid-Thunder, starred in the film, and the Comanche Nation was closely involved to ensure representation was handled correctly. Super cool. Now I have to go watch the dub.
Well, I would watch it again. Yeah, that's very interesting.
I could be wrong. Maybe I didn't realize it was just a dub. But I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's cool. Sorry.
Yeah, it's still cool. It's still cool.
They said they filmed the dub, so I think you're right. I think that
that's where I got confused on the language too, because when you read it, it did say filmed the dub. So I don't know why it's. So if they sounds like they did film it twice.
Usually you would just audio record a dub over, like they would be in the studio watching the film and they would dub the language to it. Like they would
word it that it's filmed
studio session.
That they filmed a dub is weird. It sounds like they did film it.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking also on the editing end, it's not just having done all the takes twice, but editing and stitching.
You make
that's a hell of a budget. Like it sounds like so ambitious, but if that exists, I'd be very curious to see it. I've also wanted to see, and never have, but I really liked Logan, the movie, the last of the Wolverine series. To me, it was excellent. And there is a version that exists that I have not seen yet that's all apparently black and white film noir style.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm like, I would like to revisit it like that. I want to see how they did it, because I color grade all my videos in a pretty, it's an intensive, long process that I love, and it really changes the whole vibe of how something feels, and I would be curious to try it that way.
Yeah, I need to see Logan in the first place, because
oh man, you didn't see that one?
No,
dude,
man.
Thank you, because
X-Men 2, X-Men 2. I was a diehard X-Men kid. Okay, and when Fox,
totally different film.
I know, but I was just so disgusted. I absolutely wrote off. I have not seen any Fox X-Men film after X-Men 2 with Famke Janssen as Jean Grey. No. I love Robert. I love Patrick Stewart. I love Ian McKellen even more. Two of my absolute favorite.
The whole First Class
actors.
series where they started that branch of X-Men, I feel like they really got their footing in something different.
I've heard that, and unfortunately, it just came. The information came out when I was just not as free to watch films as I used to be.
Yeah,
and it just never happened. So one weekend when I'm not doing anything, which may or may not ever happen, I'll have to sit and watch them.
Well, just to have said it personally, again, I might be ruffling feathers here, but I like a lot of those X-Men movies that came with the First Class series. One of them was a little bit of a dud, but most of them were good. But the Wolverine movies, to me, were not, personally, I thought they were bad. I didn't like them. Logan, totally different thing. Logan was like, oh, this is a movie. You know, it's like, this is good stuff. And it's rated R, and it goes all the way with some stuff.
Well, you're talking to the anti-Wolverine guy here. Ever since I was
right, I always forget that.
What?
Fuck you! Get out of here, Casey. We need to have a conversation about.
I like Deadpool more than Wolverine. Sorry, he's my guy.
You can like both.
Hey, everyone likes Deadpool more than Wolverine, but like Wolverine's still the best. I mean,
no. You know what? Do you know why? Do you know why? So I have a comic where, when I was young, I bought this. This was when I was like elementary school, and my first love. Okay, I had two first loves in my life, two first digital loves. The very first one was Blaze from Streets of Rage. Okay, that's a video game character, brunette. The second was the Asian body host for Psylocke, Betsy Burdock. Psylocke, the X-Man with the psychic blade, dark hair ninja.
Movie?
I don't know if she's in the movies or not, but she's in the comics, and she is okay. She was the first love of my adolescent life, and I have a comic book where Wolverine roughed her up, and it pissed me off.
No,
he roughed her up. He put his he put his little claws up on her neck, and he said, "Listen here, Betsy," and he's like threatening to kill her. I'm like, this guy's a piece of shit. No, fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck his little 5-foot ass metal claw. It's stupid. He can heal up. You know what? Mr. Magneto's gonna rip you apart, you little boy. Women beater boy. I couldn't stand it. I still have the comic. It pisses me off.
You kept the comic.
I was so mad.
That's why trauma.
And I never liked you know what? Wolverine was everyone's favorite. That's what it was. Wolverine was everyone's favorite.
Wolverine and Batman.
You know what? He's not that good a guy. I've seen him.
Batman's so good.
Seen what he's like.
I mean, Batman is good.
Yeah.
They've been, and we were just talking about Batman in our last podcast, and because there's been iterations of Batman, but the last one with Robert Pattinson was excellent. I really love that direction. And Matt Reeves has recently finished the script for the second one of those finally to follow up. So he finished it, and so that's going to be coming, which is exciting.
Did you watch Penguin?
I'm in the middle of it, and it's
so
excellent.
Good.
It's excellent, dude. They have
better
the whole
than the movie, I think.
It's intense, man. Dick, I haven't talked to you. I love that you brought that up. You know who plays Penguin in the movie, right?
Yeah. It's Colin Farrell, right?
Yeah.
Totally.
So there's a whole HBO series on Penguin. Yeah. Did you know that?
I did, and Big Dave told me that I needed to watch it. He watched it it's
intense, man. I mean, the reason I am still in the middle of it is because some nights I'm just not up for that level of intensity.
That's me with the bear.
Oh, I've seen some episodes of that, and it looks excellent. But I picked up on that. My wife watched the whole season or all the seasons, and I've only walked in on it a handful of times. Every time I walk in on it, I get pulled in. But I'm also this is intense.
I think it's the best show I've ever seen, honestly.
Wow.
The best live action television show ever made. It's the most intense thing ever. I mean,
what platform is it on? The Bear.
That's on Hulu.
Now? It's on Hulu.
We're watching it on Hulu. So I guess Disney owns it now. I don't know.
It seemed excellent, the bits that I saw. And But I just started. I mean, now my weekly show until it's over is going to be Peacemaker. Then I just watched the first episode back on it, and I'm having fun.
Oh, you're revisiting. You're revisiting the old one, or is it the new? one?
No, it's out. Yeah, the first episode of season 2 is out. Yeah, and so the next one will be out tonight. The second episode comes out tonight. It comes out on Thursdays.
Oh God, I can't wait. I gotta watch it now.
I didn't quite get through the first season, not because it was bad. I got superhero fatigue really bad.
I get it.
Like,
I get it.
We were just done. Me and my fiance.
Dude, I was done. I was done for quite a while, other than seeing the Batman movie. And then now I've been away from it enough that I'm like, okay, like I like James Gunn a lot, the director, and I'll check out. If he does it, I'm going to check it out. I saw Superman. I like Superman. He does the Suicide Squad 2, and now Peacemaker. Yeah. I'll check out James Gunn stuff. I'll check out Matt Reeves stuff now that he's in the camp, because that last Batman was excellent.
Did you like his Apes movies?
Did he do the Apes? Planet of the Apes and all that?
He did the 2 middle ones, the good ones, honestly.
I'm in the middle. Oh, did they get worse? Because I saw the 2 in the middle, and I loved them, and I wanted to see the last couple, but so it's just Matt Reeves only did the 2 middle ones, and maybe I've seen the best. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought the last one was good, but it wasn't Matt Reeves. It just wasn't.
Yeah, this guy Matt Reeves is good.
I recall a conversation you had with me. It's probably been a year ago, Ash, where you were telling me the Planet of the Apes movies get good. I think I said I saw the first one where Caesar, like the very first one they did.
Yeah, with James Franco.
Yeah, it was decent. I was like, it was okay.
It was okay.
You were telling me, no, they get good. They get good.
By the second one, I was like, whoa. And the third one, I was like, man, these are like, again, it's a different level. It's a different level.
Yeah.
The third one is like Metal Gear Solid meets Planet of the Apes. I mean, plus Resident Evil. I don't know. It
changes, dude. It's not at all the same movie. It's just different characters. There are different casting and stuff, because it's like the evolution of them going forward into the future. And so it's not the same people. Each time you don't know what you're going to get. Kind of like what's happening with Predator right now. And that these are totally different, disconnected movies. It's almost like more about a species and different planets and stuff. It's cool.
So Casey, I got to ask you, I think I'm going to ask everybody we ever get into talking about movies if they've seen this movie, because Ash, I don't think has seen it yet.
Just send me the damn movie. I'm never going to remember to watch it when I have a moment to watch it.
One Cut of the Dead. Have you seen One Cut of the Dead?
Nope, never heard of it.
Don't look it up. Don't look up anything about it. Just find it on a streaming platform and watch it.
This is why I can't ever remember to find it, because I'm not allowed to like look it up.
Yeah, you can't
log it because I can't know what it's about.
If you look up or read one sentence about the plot line of the movie, it will ruin it for you.
How do I get to it? I won't ever remember.
If you watch it, just dry and watch it. It is just the most mind blowing, especially as a filmmaker, especially as an amateur filmmaker or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it's just the way they do it is so cool. I've only seen it once, and like I think about it all the time. I'm gonna ask my AI where you can watch it, and then I'll say
okay. And then we'll be at our hour.
You should make it your banner on Facebook or something. So like
everyone
you mentioned it to can have like a visual.
Go to my Facebook page, you'll see it.
You could put up a profile pic on that header of every person you've told to watch it, and then put a check mark next to each one as they've watched it, once you get clarity from them.
That's a
data
great
collection.
Idea.
I'm here for that.
I would remember. If my picture was on that banner, I would remember to watch the damn thing.
All right. So it's a 2017 film. And let's see the breakdown on streaming. You can watch it on AMC Plus through the Amazon channel AMC Plus. You can free stream.
No one has that.
Yeah, you can free stream it on Hoopla or Plex. But this is what I did. You can buy it or rent it on Amazon Video.
Okay.
And
and now I remember why I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
It's not on any of the
because it's not free.
You have to pay for it.
some podcasts that I listen to, I listen. I think it might have been Weird House Cinema, but I don't think that's right. I like Weird House Cinema, but it was a podcast where they said this movie, you just stop listening to what we're saying right now. Don't listen to any more of the podcast and go see it, and then come back and listen to the podcast, and then we can talk about it. And it's like we need to do an episode where you watch it, and then we come back and we just talk about that. Because it's
for the 10 other people that have seen it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pull everybody in.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that, Casey. I'm gonna find a picture of the movie poster and make it my profile header. It's got to be the background, right? The
and then I'll remember and I can reference. I'll know where to go when I'm like, what the fuck was the name of that movie? Yeah.
When you put the banner up, tag all the people you've mentioned it to.
Yeah.
You know. Literally tag them in the picture.
Yeah. And then we can start adding to it. Saw it, sucked.
Yeah. Richard is stupid. I want the last hour and a half of my life
blows.
Back. I want my $3 back.
I did one last story. When I was younger, I told Cypress Rudlow and his brother Sky Rudlow owns Train Fight Win MMA Academy in Tallahassee. If he doesn't own it, he's one of the guys there. And he was in college, and I said, man, you got to watch this movie. It's crazy. It's called Gummo.
Oh God, you recommended Gummo to somebody.
And he watched it. The next time I saw this guy's like, he cornered me. He's like, hey, I watched that movie. I want that. I'll never get that last hour and a half of my life back. You owe me an hour and a half of my fucking life for this garbage you made me watch.
That's exactly what my fiance said to Matt McCready when he made us watch Freddy Got Fingered.
Oh my God. But that's a classic. Come on, get your cock out of my
It happens sometimes. I had that experience one time too. I worked at Movie Gallery back when there were video stores. Ooh. And I recommended this, I had successfully recommended this movie to many people, and every one of them came back saying, dude, that was fucking hilarious. Thanks. We all laughed our asses off. But this one guy was pissed that I recommended it to him. He's like, I don't get it. I don't get why you recommended it. He came up with it to return. He wanted me to give him a free rental, and he was mad that I wasted their whole night, like at some party. I was like, I'm so sorry. I mean, I can't give you a free rental. I do not have access to a free rental to give you. But seriously, everyone I've recommended that to thought it was hilarious. It's like, I just don't believe you. I don't understand why you told me to rent. I don't know this guy that's telling me this. He was being an asshole about it.
What was the film?
Yeah. Well, I gotta know.
Yeah. It was Titanic. No, I'm kidding. It was it was Wet Hot American Summer.
Okay.
Which was like by the guys that used to have the show The State on MTV back in the day. Yeah, it was like it had Paul Rudd in it back before Paul Rudd was like a big deal. It had Amy Poehler in it. It has a bunch of people that are like famous, funny people and stuff now, but it was like this independent, offbeat, hilarious movie that's still available. You can find this on it's available to watch, I think, on Netflix.
I've never seen it, but I've heard Wet Hot American Summer. It's a cult classic.
Dude, it's fucking hilarious. I still stand by this movie. It's so funny.
9 out of 10 customers recommend.
Yeah. 19 out of 20, damn it.
That's at least 90 to 95%, guys.
I'm telling you, damn
it. It is ad-supported and standard tiers available through at least November 1st, 2025. On Netflix right now.
Boom. It's worth it. It's fun, man. It's funny, like out of the gate. Okay. If you like old movies, like, just summer camp with kids, but a rated R movie where the camp counselors are all doing drugs and crazy shit. And it's funny. It's pretty good.
Sounds like 4-H camp to me, honestly. So.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Wakulla Christian Academy. Coming back to me here.
Awesome. Well, that was a great close. We gave some good movie recommendations right there. And hey, dude, great meeting you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, absolutely.
Can you do you have music available on Spotify for people to check out? And if so, tell us where to find and check out your bands and stuff.
Forfeiture. Yeah, we have a single EP. We should have a lot more, but that's where we're at right now.
Hey, that's cool.
It's got 3 songs. It's called the Edulia EP, which means edibles in Latin.
Oh, nice.
And then Fields has a ton of crap. I would just listen to the newest stuff.
Okay.
Fields has been actively recording, so hopefully we can drop an EP by the end of this year.
Nice. And is this on Spotify? Is that where we'd find it? Or YouTube? Or okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
So Forfeiture and Fields of Saturn. Spell them as best as you can.
Really?
We'll put links in. I'll put links in the description as well.
Okay.
So that way, I'll find it.
Forfeiture always gets me. My iPhone always wants it to be Fortitude or something. But
Fortitude is like Fortitude's the next level up from us. They're more like a regional band. We're so
oh really? There is a band Fortitude.
You're coming for them. You're coming for them. Fortitude, your days are numbered, my friend.
Yeah, Fortitude is about to Forfeiture. Yep.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's it.
You heard it here, folks.
Close it out. Oh, we will say, closing this out, that Casey and his band Forfeiture will be coming to Tallahassee within the next several months. Ash, you don't need to worry about it because you're going to be out filming your fancy film career stuff in SEMA that weekend.
Oh, it's in November.
It's that weekend. I can't say any more about it. Yep. Okay. But I do want to see footage from that film. But Casey, great having you on the podcast, man. We'll talk again soon.
Thank you.
All
right.
I as you can see, I'm rarely free, but I'm going to try to catch a show, a local show here soon when I can. But if the very worst case, we'll see you here up in Tallahassee soon.
Yes, sir.
Guys, episode 85's out. We'll see you next week.
85. Crank.
Yeah.
Cranks.